Hello everyone, it's Kristen here at Joyfully Thriving, and the sales are so good this week. It is the week we have finally been waiting for. There are butter sales, there are canned veggie sales, there are all sorts of Thanksgiving sales and baking sales and all the things. So let's talk about it and how we can stretch our budget. I'm going to show you what I bought, I'm going to show you some grocery ads, and we're going to stay tuned because we're going to compare prices for some of these key things at different stores. So even if you don't have these stores near me, hopefully it'll help you find these deals at the stores closest to you, because that's my goal, is to help you save money, and shopping the sales right now is such a good time to do it. So let's get to everything that I bought. I went to Kroger and Meijer this week, and you will just, okay, I'm so excited. Let's just get to the groceries. All right, are you ready to talk all the deals? I'm so excited. Look at this full counter of everything I got. So many different amazing deals to show you today. All right, I did it at 3 stores. We'll start with the quickest and the easiest. I went to Sam's because I needed some M&Ms for a multiplication ice cream party my 4th graders have earned that we are doing this Friday. So while I was there grabbing that for them, I grabbed chips for us, $2.20, $2.98, some more whipped topping, right under $9, and then the salads, each right around $2.80. I grabbed 1 Southwest for me and 2 of these other salads for a teacher friend who's having surgery. So grab those things. I'll share total prices here in a minute. We're just going to talk all the deals because there are so many of them. All right, and then I did my early morning a Kroger shopping trip before going to school and grabbed quite a few deals that are all jammed in here. I was thrilled to actually find some clearance meat. It was full at 6 a.m. when the store opened. So I grabbed these pork chops. It was $2.25 a pound, and we're almost at a full pound. So, 3/4 a pound, 12 ounces, which I thought was a great deal. And I liked that they were already kind of individually wrapped and sealed here. So I grabbed 3 of those, and I'm going to stick those in the freezer. Excited to find that. I wasn't going to get this deal, but then I realized I needed butterscotch chips for a peanut cluster candy I do at Christmas, and it was $3.49, which is cheaper than anything I've seen. And so I grabbed 2 of the butterscotch and 1 of the mini. This is one of the weekly deals. I'll show you the scan sheet with all the deals. So I grabbed 3 of those. Grab some mini marshmallows, which were 99 cents. Kids and I are going to make Rice Krispie treat turkeys for Thanksgiving, so needed those. And then these I don't normally buy, but we are doing a Christmas basket at school, and one of the things, we're doing 5 different baskets for some families, and one of the things is like cake mixes and frostings. And I noticed that the Betty Crocker cake mixes were 99 cents, as were the frostings, which they even came with the sprinkles too for 99 cents. So I grabbed those. I already had 1 frosting, so that covers 3 of the 5 baskets. And then these cookies I happened to notice were $1.25, the Dolly Parton. Haven't tried them, but look, you just have to add butter and an egg on this one. And I think the sugar cookie, which there was also $1.25, you're just adding butter and an egg again too. So it made 24 cookies. Those will be great to go in the basket. So all of those are going up to school. That's why I bought those. I was super excited to see Townhouse crackers were $1.99, just in time for entertaining, no limit. I grabbed 5 boxes, didn't need a coupon. It's just the sale. You can grab those or club. And then the cheese was $5.49 for the 2 pounds. Great deal. Once again, running low on cheese just seems to be happening. We go through a lot. So I bought 10 pounds of cheese there. We were doing hamburgers for dinner. I was going to get regular buns, but then I found, I already got into these for dinner. These were some brioche dinner rolls, and I decided to use those as buns. They were $1.50, cheaper than the cheap buns. So I grabbed those, and that worked nicely, and we got into those. So that was for dinner. And then these Stacy pita chips, again, wasn't going to get them, but I thought that would be fun for entertaining. It was $2.49 this week is one of the weekly deals, and I do really like those pita chips with hummus. So that was everything at Kroger there. I did get some of the $1.99 ice cream, but that's already at school. And again, that's a school expense, not coming out of grocery budget here. And then I went to Meijer after school with the kids. So many different good deals. Absolutely thrilled with every single one of these. Where should I start? We'll start with the potatoes. It was 99 cents for 5 pounds. So I got 6 bags or 30 pounds of potatoes. I mean, that's just such a good price. I can't pass it up. I do have a trick for storing potatoes. I'll leave a link to that video below. Super simple. It's just what I do. So many different places have canned vegetables, and we'll talk more about that in a minute. But I decided to restock. I got 3 boxes there. I got 36 cans of corn. That's the vegetable we like to eat from the can. And then green beans. I actually quite a few green beans left, but I'm almost out of corn. So I grabbed 24 cans of the green beans. And then, like I said, the 36 of the corn, 49 cents each. Such a good deal. Thrilled to grab all those and get restocked. Very, very excited about that. But I have to say, I was more excited about the butter. Butter finally went on sale. It is $2.49 a pound. There was no limit. The shelves were full. So yes, I bought 36 pounds of butter. That may seem crazy to some of you, but I bake a lot. Go through about an average of about 6 pounds. I've been tracking this now for about 3 years, so I know my average very solidly. And that's such a good deal. So I was thrilled to see that. We'll talk more about the butter prices at different stores and how I freeze it and things in just a second. But you can freeze, well, basically you can freeze it just like this. Such a good deal. So thrilled to stock up. If you have a Meijer, get to Meijer this week and buy some butter for your freezer. Grab milk because I had a 50% off coupon and we needed milk. So that was great. The puddings were all 79 cents and I haven't seen a price that though, even at Aldi in a while. So I grabbed 4 chocolate and 6 vanilla. I use these in a bundt cake recipe that I love. And yeah, just handy to have on the shelf. And that is a 1.5 year expiration day out. So glad to restock. Restock the Buttermilk Ranch. That's my kid's favorite. It was 2 for $4, so $2 each. I'll talk about the cheeses just a second. Crescent rolls were $1.49, and you know, entertaining, often the pigs in the blanket, or I have a really good coffee cake that I do, a cream cheese coffee cake, so decided to grab some of those right now for the holidays. Cranberries, 99 cents, because I have such a good cranberry date bar. I will leave links to all these recipes that I have that I'm mentioning that I love to make for Christmas, and these are 99 cents, so grab one of those. Grabbed a little bit more sugar. The brown sugar and powdered sugar, still both $2 there. And then once again, I did some Social Nature freebies. It worked so flawlessly last week. I had my cash back in my account, Venmo to my checking account, basically within 24, 36 hours, so flawlessly. Totally free. So these were my free products to try this week. It was the Roth Havarti cheese, a creamy block there. And then this organic creamy Italian vinaigrette marinade. Looked really good, trying that one. And I don't do dairy-free cheese. Obviously, you guys see me buying cheese all the time, but it was totally free. And I have a friend who does, a teacher friend at school. So I picked up a bag for her. I just submitted my receipt already. They will email me when the cash back is in my account. And then I can just cash it out, either Venmo, PayPal, whatever. You do have to click on those links pretty quickly once they send it to you, it seems. I will leave a link to that Social Nature below if you want to check it out as well, because I am really enjoying getting some free groceries. Super exciting. All right, so all of these groceries, this full counter, it is so exciting to restock on some of these deals. And would you believe I still have room in my budget? I do. Now there's a couple other deals, so let's look at the ads quickly, but then I want to talk more about butter and canned goods sales and all sorts of things. So hang on and I'll give you prices and where I am for the month. Let's look at the ads first. Let's look at the Kroger ad going on now through Thanksgiving here. So quite a few deals. I'm going to point out the key ones. We'll try to do this quickly. We've got the turkey. It is 49 cents a pound for us with an additional $25 purchase. I'm going to scan and just kind of point out a couple of the really good deals. Buy one, get one free on bacon. Sweet potatoes, 49 cents. Cranberries, $1.99, cheaper at Meijer. Pineapple, 3 for $5. Here's that great deal on crackers, $1.99 for Townhouse or Club. We've got their butter is priced at $2.99 along with vegetable oil. And this is a good price for the Marie Callender pies, $5.49, as well as the cheese deal, $5.49. We've got some chips, $1.99. Do need to buy 4. Broth or oyster crackers, 99 cents. Kroger ice cream, $1.99. Some frozen things, lots of other buy one, get one free. And then weekly deals. I'll show you the scan sheet for all of those. We got a couple different things going on. Flipping it over, just the low prices on that page. And they are really focusing on all the different holiday deals. This is a turkey breast, $1.77 a pound. Still so much cheaper than a lot of the other meats we're seeing right now. We've got our French fried onions, stovetop. These are name brands, so they are going to run more because you're at Kroger. But watch the sales and see what is a good price when you are shopping out here. We've got croissants, $5. Pumpkin pie remade and Hawaiian rolls $6.99. This is your turkey breast at the counter, $10.49 a pound. They didn't really have a good deal on potatoes. It was $3.99 for 8 pounds. Grapes $1.99. A couple other deals. We have some broth ready-made. Breyers ice cream more expensive, $2.99. Sugar $2.49, slightly down, and the Kerrygold butter, I know people rave about it, $3.99. We've got some baking things. So these are some different good deals. Ready Whip, $2.49. Ready-made pie crust. Pumpkin. The generic pumpkin is down to $1.09, so a lot cheaper. We have the powdered sugar, $1.99. Cake mixes, cookie mixes, a couple different things, 4 for $5 on that deal. Spices, buy 2, get 1 free. And all of those deals are going on, as well as their chocolate chips, $3.99. Now, I'm going to get the scan sheet. And these are your weekly deals you can do up to 5 times. We have our turkey, 49 cents a pound. Jimmy Dean sausage, $2.99. I'm going to point out the best deals here. Cottonelle, Bird's Eye, Stacy pita chips here, $2.49. Bagel Thins, pita chips, all of those. The Philadelphia name brand cream cheese, $1.99. Coffee, flour, $2.49. Bleached or unbleached. Different chips, $1.99. Mayonnaise, $3.49. Hefty trash bags, $7.99. Nestle Toll House morsels, and this is all the varieties, $3.49. $2.99 for the Ore-Ida potatoes, hash browns. That's a good deal still. Pepper, if you like this, prefer this. Pepperidge Farm stuffing, $1.99. Different Body Works there. We've got some Ghirardelli's chocolate bags, $5.49. Shaving gel, light bulbs. You can clip all of these coupons on the app or use a scan sheet and scan it at the register. I'm also going to point out a couple things in the Meijer ad since I was here. It's much shorter and doesn't highlight all the deals. Their turkey is cheaper, 39 cents a pound, but their crackers are more expensive, $3 versus $1.99 there. We've got a much cheaper deal on the potatoes, 99 cents for your 5-pound bag for us. Their ham is $2.49 a pound or $1.99 with the bone in. Also have Honeycrisp apples, $1.29. And their fresh pie is a little more expensive, $8.99 versus $6.99 at Kroger. Their spices are also buy 2, get 1 free. Their crescent rolls, the name brand ones, are buy 3, get 2 free. Or you can get the generic for $1.49 if you don't mind those. Their sweet potatoes, more expensive, 59 cents. You always got to compare these different deals. Onions and a lot of their things, their celery, are all these buy 1, get 1 for $1 deals. We have some more turkey, $1.99. Bone-in breast is $1.25 a pound, so that one's cheaper there too. Stuffing, $3. French fried onions. Their cream cheese, $1.49, so that's cheaper there too. And let's see, we've got Chex Mix, $2.49 if you're looking for that. Their Nestle's are more expensive at $4. But here's the star of the show for us. It's the butter at $2.49 a pound. So excited. There's a lot of other deals, including those vegetables and different things. But that is the deal at Meijer. And again, that is also going through this Thursday, November 27th. See what I mean? There are just so many different good sales going on at so many different places. I have an incredibly full counter of groceries behind me, and I am thrilled with how it worked out, what I paid, and where I am budget-wise. So normally I shop on a $525 budget for a family of 6. I am in northern Indiana, so these are the prices closest to me. They may vary around you. I know we might all be seeing different sales. Maybe you have even cheaper butter. Here's hoping you do, because I would love that if you did. But these are the sales I am seeing. So normally I shop $525, but this month I have a $585 because I was quite a bit under budget last month and I rolled it in hoping for good sales. So here's how my breakdowns worked this month. Sam's this week was $12.12 just on those couple things. Meijer, it was $163.91. But if we subtract the $4.49 for the Daiya cheese, the $4.49 for the Havarti, and the $5.79 for the dressing, those 3 things, because I know the cash back is coming, the receipt's already in process there, it's $149.14. So that's what I've decided to do with the Social Nature. I am going to go ahead and subtract it right away. I figured that's easiest to keep my budget accountable. And for me, I'm transferring it right into Venmo, which goes into my checking account. So then it's right back in my checking account, really within a matter of days. So it really is like free groceries. I am really enjoying it. It's a super cool thing to try. So again, if you want to try it, it's Social Nature. It's at a variety of stores. If you want to try it out, the link is below on that. I saved, according to Meijer, $87.60 thanks to all those potatoes and the butter and all their specials, which was amazing savings. I will take that. And then Kroger, it was $65.53. I haven't mentioned, but the last 3 weeks, I have been able to use a $5 coupon that I have gotten in the mail. It is a $5 off 50 purchase. They've been sending me this like 1-page ad flyer, and lately we've had that coupon. The last couple weeks I've been over, so I have taken full advantage. I've remembered to clip the coupon, take it in, and get those extra $5 off. So it was $65.53, plus I earned 910 fetch points based just on those Betty Crocker things too. Plus there were some box tops on them as well. If you aren't using Fetch, it's hands down my favorite app. Start using it now and we can save up our money together for next Christmas shopping. That's what I like to do. That link's below as well. So all of this full counter of groceries, everything there, brings my total for the month to $448.81, which means I still have $136 left to spend. I am incredibly excited about that because I am not hosting Thanksgiving. I have to do some baking. We're going to see all of my family, and then we'll be back and see Andy's family. But again, I'm not doing hosting. I am just taking things to there. I debated on the turkey, but you know what? My extra freezer's still broken. I'm really full. We don't eat turkey a lot. And even at 39 cents a pound, I just decided, you know what? With the time and the space, I'm teaching this year and running this business and my family, I just don't have the time to deal with it. So if you decide to skip on those deals, even though I say they're amazing deals, you do not have the capacity to go out shopping for the multiple deals. You don't have the space to take up yourself up on it. The time, it just doesn't work out, whatever it is. Don't beat yourself up. Give yourself grace. That is always what I believe, that you should adjust these deals as they work for you and your family and your situation. Sometimes we're going to definitely scoop up the deals, and sometimes we're just going to let them go because it doesn't work out for us and our budget or the time or whatever it is, and that's okay. Now, even saying that, I do want to talk a little bit more about these sales on butter and especially canned veggies. Canned veggies, this is the lowest time of year we're going to see them. They will last through Thanksgiving for sure. Lately, they have been going a little longer into the December season, but you always want to take advantage of these deals when you find them. So I looked at the veggie prices, and we have a couple really competitive prices right now. Aldi is running 50 cents for their canned veggies. It is on the beans and the corn, and I forget if it has the peas included. Beans and corn are typically the ones you'll see, but some have different ones included. Walmart also has the rollback to 50 cents a can. And Meijer, obviously, is 49 cents a can. They did include peas. Those were cleaned out on the shelf, but it was the corn, green beans, and peas for them at 49 cents. Kroger is definitely the highest. It is 89 cents right now. They do not have rollbacks on any of their generics or anything right now. And Sam's, that's a little trickier because it's name brand. You have to buy the 8 in a package. But if you break it out, it's 75 cents. So if you like Del Monte and you want to stock up, that's still a good price because they're an instant special. But really, okay, so canned veggies, they're shelf stable. They last for like 2 years. I love having canned veggies, but if your family eats them. We like green beans and corn. Those are the 2 canned veggies we like. We will do frozen mixed veggies. We will do fresh broccoli. We do salads. Like, we do a variety of things, but the canned veggies we like are green beans and corn, and I always like having it on my shelf. This is the time of year I try to stock up on enough to get us through a full year is really my goal of those canned veggies, knowing we go in seasons, but we're eating corn and beans at least once a week. So I really try to stock us up now, and I would definitely recommend it. It's also a great donation item if you want to do that too. Butter. Okay. Lowest prices of the year. We have been seeing prices drop on regular butter, which is super exciting compared to last year. So these are the prices nearest to me where I am seeing. Aldi did not drop nearly as much as I hoped. I'm really disappointed in Aldi this year, honestly. It is $3.29 a pound on butter. Walmart is $3.67 for their butter, although they don't usually run sales on butter, so I'm not too surprised on that one. Kroger is $2.99 and has been pretty much this whole last month. for their generic butter, and then they've been running sales on name brand at $2.99. And $2.99 is still a good price for butter. Like, I'm pleased with that, don't get me wrong. And then Meijer was the winner, obviously, with the $2.49. And Sam's, though, this is interesting. Their 4-pack for their 4 pounds of butter works out to $2.87. So just a little higher than Meijer and a little under Kroger. So with those prices, we're seeing some very reasonable prices. I have heard from a couple of you that you found $1.99, which is amazing. Hopefully more of you have. Again, I'm in Northwest Indiana. These are the prices I am seeing. They do vary around the country and the region, so leave that link in the comments. Let me know your prices, especially on butter and canned veggies, and where you are, like what state and what area even, because even though the sales in one state, you're in the same state, they're very regional. They differ by the area. So if you want to chime in on that, I know other people love seeing those deals as well. I'm absolutely thrilled, so excited to have stocked up on all these deals. It was a busy day of shopping, early morning, just me at Kroger, kids and I after school at Meijer. So now I have to put all these away and get them put away, but I am thrilled and happy to do it. So hope this haul helps you save money and get stocked up on things this week too. So excited. Next week is Thanksgiving already, so my haul will not be up next week like normal, but the week after I will be back and I will show you how I wrap up my February, what am I saying? My November shopping and how I start December. So don't worry, you won't miss out anything, but I'll be enjoying Thanksgiving with my family, and I hope you have a blessed and wonderful Thanksgiving with yours. I am truly thankful for each and every one of you here on this channel, and I love sharing these hauls with you every week. So have a very happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you guys again soon. I should clarify that I will be back with a gift guide for kids this weekend, as well as some of the best Amazon Prime deals that are starting earlier and earlier, and there's some good ones. So we'll talk all those deals, just won't be back with a grocery haul on Thanksgiving. Thanks so much for watching as always, and I'll see you in one of those videos soon.